Welcome back, guys, to the podcast. The podcast that nobody listens to, but we still record anyway because one day we have hopes and dreams of being really famous. Today, I have Logan again, still in his old attire because he has not played this game since the last time we re-recorded the podcast. Sorry to anybody who actually did listen to it because I know I have 18 views. Let's go ahead and give a round of applause for 18 views. But we have Logan back because everybody seemed to like Logan on the podcast. All
18 of you.
All 18. Let's give a round of applause for that too. Hell yeah. That is just superb. Honestly, monetization, here I come. But anyways, podcast episode 3. Longest series I've ever done on YouTube so far. I'll start saying that at the beginning of every podcast now. That's going to be the intro. Just decided that. Anyway, so we have episode 3 here. We haven't really decided what to talk about, but I think Switch games. We're going to take a little bit of a different direction here. We're gonna talk about Switch games a little bit today. See what we like and see what we don't like, and we'll just go from there. Anyways, Logan, go ahead and say hello. Shout out anything you want because, a lot of people are going to see this. So go ahead and shout out what you want to shout out. And there you go.
All right. Welcome back. Thanks for having me.
And that's Logan. I was just playing. I just cut you off every time you talk.
I don't have anyone to shout out.
Okay.
No, my dog. Because my dog... We left the gate outside open this morning.
Oh my God.
And we realized he was gone when we went outside. And
oh man. Did he come back?
I called for him. And I go inside to get my car keys to go in and look after him. And then right when I come back outside with my car keys, he's on the back porch.
Dude.
What a champion.
What a champion. What's your dog's name?
His name is Jace.
Jace. Shout out Jace. Because Jace is a true legend. Dude, Jace is a true legend. Shout out to good dogs that listen. My dog doesn't, so I can't really shout her out. Although she is really cute. She is a cute, very cute dog. She has blue eyes. Her name's Luna. But, yeah, dude. Shout out to Jace. Shout out to Logan for recording another episode of the podcast. We'll probably keep him coming to the podcast for a little while. Who knows? Hit that like button if you want to see Logan here again. Let's see, 3 likes on this podcast and we'll bring Logan back for the next episode. Comment down below if you think that one day my YouTube channel will get more than 30 subscribers. Not those bots, though, because I tend to have a lot of bots in my comment section. Because I know for a fact that if I upload and 10 seconds later, some random YouTube channel comments, loved it, and then 30 seconds later, there's another YouTube channel that comments, loved it, clearly bots. I mean, that's just how it goes, dude. That's how it goes. Let's see, Switch games. We'll start with Switch games. We'll go that route first, and that'll probably honestly just take up most of the times. We'll start with Logan, favorite game on Switch right now, and then least favorite game on Switch of all time. Hit me with that. Your favorite right now that you cannot stop playing.
Like favorite now, like as of currently, like today.
Actually, no. We'll start further back than that. Favorite Switch game of all time.
General.
Favorite Switch game of all time.
I think it's Breath of the Wild. I know
Breath of the Wild.
It's such a like cliche answer,
but is it?
I mean, it just is one of the best games.
Exactly.
It just is the best with the DLC, with the expansions. Yeah. Just how big it is, because I'm a fan of open world, huge games, and that's one of the best.
Okay.
open world games
Breath of the
on
Wild.
any console. Yeah.
Honestly, yeah, I agree with you there because Breath of the Wild really is like Zelda was already a good you know, what's the word I'm looking for? Good you know what I'm trying to say, right?
Like a title.
Yeah. Like
Like it's
Zelda
a
was
good
already a
yes.
good group of games.
Yeah,
And
super
then Breath of the
special.
Wild came out and they're like, "Oh, you want even better Zelda? Here you go."
Yeah.
Okay. Most favorite game, Breath of the Wild. Let's say
What about
least
you?
favorite game. Least favorite game on the Switch of all time.
Oh. Well, to be honest, I don't really play the bad games. Let's see, the bad games that I have played, or the least favorite game that I've played on the Switch. Um,
But like it doesn't have to be like just your least favorite that you've played. Like it doesn't have to be, stereotypically a bad game. Just your least favorite one.
the my least favorite that I've played, honestly, this might be kind of controversial, but Link's Awakening, the remaster,
Ooh,
the,
least
of
favorite.
the old Link's Awakening, just because like. Well, first of all, it's $60, which
Yeah.
I don't know in what universe that game costs $60. Um, Honestly, I'd probably pay like 30.
Yeah.
I mean, I did pay 60 just
Honestly,
because the
I'd
game
pay
is like,
half of what I've actually paid, but you know.
yeah, because I mean, the game it's only like 10, 12 hours to like fully beat the game.
Yeah.
Um, and it's all it is just a prettier version of the original, which the original game is it's a really good game.
Yeah,
One of the best Zelda titles, but
without a doubt. But I
yeah,
see what you're
but
saying.
and
I definitely see what you're saying.
I know a lot of other people had the same issue. The like the frame rate on the game can be like really bad at times, like especially when loading like in and out of like buildings.
Oh, really?
You get
I
you
haven't
get like a
played it.
5 second you get like 5 seconds of like terrible frame rate,
Dang.
um, which is just kind of annoying. But that's probably my least favorite.
Understandable. I I've never played it, but I could see how that would make for a bad game. Just optimization is just awful. Like
Yeah,
if you're gonna remake a game for the Switch or remaster a game for the Switch, make it the best like playing game you can. Don't remaster a game and try to outperform what the Switch is capable of.
yeah.
Without a doubt. Like if you're putting it on the PlayStation, which you wouldn't because it's Zelda, but if you're putting it on the PlayStation, at least make it, like don't make it outperform what the console is actually capable of. I definitely agree with that though. I definitely agree with that. But my least favorite game of all time on the Switch has to be oh god, what is it called? It's like it's literally called like Frank the Home Alone golf ball or something. Dude, nah, I'm serious. I'm serious. There's a game where you are a golf ball and you're a golf ball and you stay home you stay home alone and you literally just shoot yourself around like this house. Um and it's awful. It's really bad. I mean, you can't really expect much. It's literally like 50 cent on the eShop, but it's pretty bad. It's a pretty bad game. Favorite of all time, Super Mario Odyssey. No doubt. No doubt in my mind. I'm a huge fan of Mario, so obviously I got to be biased towards Mario and say Super Mario Odyssey. You played that, right?
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, I did play it.
Did you like
What's
it?
your favorite? Yeah, I liked it. I'm more of a Zelda person.
Yeah, I
Um,
understand that.
so I
Zelda's just
prefer
awesome.
Zelda over the Mario, but Super Mario Odyssey it's one of the best
Mario games?
Mario games. Yeah,
True.
I don't know if it's as good as like Super Mario Galaxy
No, dude,
or
no.
Galaxy 2, like I don't think it's as good. But I mean, as far as like a new 3D Mario game, it was definitely fun.
Well, it's the only like full length Mario game that's on the Switch, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
I mean, obviously there's what Mario Maker. There's there's like the Mario and Rabbids, but single. It's like just Mario. Like it's a Super
yeah,
Mario game. I don't think anything beats it. Obviously on the Switch, for me at
yeah.
least. But yeah,
Yeah.
that's probably my favorite.
I have all the amiibos for that game. So
Oh really? Nice.
yeah,
I never
yeah. I
got
used
into
them to like
the
cheat my
amiibo
way
thing.
through the game.
I understand that. I understand that. Did you get all the moons?
No, I think I've gotten like
A lot.
400 ish
Yeah.
of the
There's just
moons.
too many of them.
There are so many
There's
moons.
so God, there's so many of them. I mean, I had the book or had the book. I think I gave it to you. But I had the book of like where and how to get all the moons, and it was
Yeah,
just after, after like 10 hours, like 10 hours after you beat the game and just 10 hours of going back trying to get all the moons, it just gets too repetitive. It's just
yeah,
not really repetitive, but it's just too annoying. It just takes too much time, and I just don't feel like doing it. Um,
yeah,
but other than that, like just sitting down and casually, sitting down and casually playing like a Super Mario game, that's probably my favorite Switch game. Um,
yeah.
but like, there's a lot of new stuff that might take the lead coming out on the Switch pretty soon. Do you think any of the like the remasters are gonna be any good? Like
The remasters for
or not really remasters, but just the like the ports for the Switch, like Borderlands, Bioshock, uh,
oh,
XCOM
well,
2, stuff like that.
yeah. I really want the Borderlands collection.
Yeah, dude.
Um,
Yeah.
I've also heard that the Bioshock games are. I've never played any of the Bioshock games personally.
You've never played a
I have
Bioshock
never.
game?
I've never played a Bioshock game.
I honestly, I don't know whether to tell you to play Bioshock for the first time on the Switch, or do you still have your PlayStation? You just don't play it, right?
Yeah, I do still have my PlayStation.
I would say play Bioshock on the PlayStation first, just because it might run a little better. I haven't played Bioshock on Switch, but oh man, Bioshock is good. Have you? Do you know anything about that game?
Yeah, I was watching reviews earlier today
Me
on
too.
like all the new games, and
Yeah.
I've heard the Bioshock is because what you start out in the water, like your plane crashes
Yep.
in the original, and you like swim to a lighthouse, and there's like these girls that have like
Wait a second.
what is it, like atoms or
Did you
something? Like
did you happen to watch what is that guy's name? Beat 'em ups?
absolutely, yeah.
Dude, yes.
I was
Shout out
watching it.
Beat 'em ups, man. I was watching that exact video today where
Yeah,
his Nintendo membership got canceled or whatever.
yeah, dude, they completely screwed him over. I'm
They
really sad
really
about
did. I feel really bad for him. But then the next
it.
video was like, yo, I don't need Nintendo. They still send me codes because I have them wrapped around my finger.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
that's literally how it was. But yeah, BioShock, yeah, you you like your plane crashes, you end up in the water, you swim to this lighthouse, and you get in this elevator and you go to this like underwater city named, it's called Rapture, which is also a dope name,
Yeah.
like Rapture. Like, come on now. But they there's like these little girls, and you can like find them, and they're protected by easily the best like villain monster, whatever you want to call it, in any video game ever. They're called Big Daddies, dude. Like, like big. Come on, Big Daddies. Like Big Daddy. They're literally called Big Daddies. But yeah, it's one of those games where it's like it's so unique that you just can't help but enjoy it.
Yes.
It's definitely, yeah, you definitely gotta play it. I mean, it
Yeah,
came out on the 360 originally, and it was fantastic then. So, for it to, come out 10 years later on, like, every like, they remastered it for the PlayStation. They put it on the Switch. Like, it's on everything.
Yeah.
So, it's got to be good, obviously. But, yeah, you should definitely play Bioshock. You should definitely play Borderlands. Let's see. What else? What else should you play that's coming out? Or do you know of any other ones, like, other than Bioshock, Borderlands, XCOM,
Hey,
anything else
Bryce,
coming out? What?
you want to look at your look at your screen?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, oops. That's okay. I already got what I needed. You're good. I already got what I needed for that. That's hilarious. For anybody that doesn't understand what he's talking about, obviously, if you're watching the video, you see that I record us sitting in the podcast room, as I call it. And without even thinking about it, I just cut my Switch off, because it recorded.
Oh.
And so I just cut my Switch off, and then that's why he just left. It didn't like mess up anything, right?
No.
Okay.
No, I'm
All
still on the. That's hilarious.
Yeah, I didn't even think about it. I was sitting here and I was like, oh, I don't need that, and I just click, and then I hear it, Bryce. That's funny.
Yeah, that's funny. I wonder how long it's been there.
Literally like 30 seconds before you said something. But that's okay. That's okay. We don't need
That's
that.
funny.
But yeah. Other than Bioshock and Borderlands and stuff, do you know of any other things that are coming out? Maybe like, I just thought about it. Mafia. That's supposedly coming. The Mafia games.
I'm not familiar with those either. I know you mentioned that Mafia 2 is like your favorite game of
Mafia 2 is my favorite game of all time. Mafia 2 is the best. And it's actually coming to the Switch, and I could not be happier about that, because I will 100%. Anybody out there that's subscribed and likes Mafia 2, the second that comes on the Switch, I will have a playthrough of it on my channel, so be on the lookout for that. But, oh my god, dude. Mafia,
Is it like a horror game?
No, man, no. You're in the Mafia. It's basically like, I don't even know how to describe it. You're this guy that comes home from war. His name's Vito Scaletta, and he comes home from war and he realizes that his family owes a bunch of money to a bunch of really bad people, and you basically just go and kill them all. Like that. It's open world. It's kind of like a GTA set in like, what is it, like 1960, I think it starts in like 1957, and it kind of time skips a couple of times, which I think is so cool, because like you start at that like 1957 or whatever, and so like when you time skip a couple of years, like in the game, not like time travel like you would in Animal Crossing, but like the story time skips, there's like different cars on the street, like different buildings, things are kind of grown up a little bit, your character is visibly older. It's actually really well put together, but they're bringing apparently all three of those, kind of like a bundle to the Switch. And if it's $60, I'll pay it straight up. I will pay $60 for all three of them. I think the best part about any of the Mafia games is that you can pick up Playboy magazines, and like collect them, which is pretty dope. Who wouldn't want to do that? But it's it's a pretty dope game. Anyways, I cut you off like 700 times.
Nah, it's cool. I just think it's really cool that Nintendo is like bringing the games to the Switch in like bundles.
Yeah.
Or like, and I mean, even those $60, like for those games that are like kind of outdated, like might be a little pricey, but I mean, the amount of gameplay you're getting like hundreds of hours.
Exactly. I mean, all three Mafia games, dude. Like, I mean, Mafia 1 is pretty. Mafia 1's pretty much like, it's kind of open world, but kind of not. kind of the same with Mafia 2. Mafia 3 is completely open world. There's not like chapters. Mafia 2 has chapters, and in those chapters it's open world. But I'm super excited about that because I'm pretty sure I've heard that it's coming out in a bundle, which is gonna be pretty dope. I honestly can't wait. But like, there's a lot, man. There's a lot of stuff that is actually on the Switch. If you just kind of look a little bit, there's a lot of good stuff out there. But stuff that's coming out, fit like what, like, let's see, most anticipated game for you that's coming out on the Switch. Like it doesn't have to be a remake. It doesn't have to be like AAA Nintendo. Like, it can be anything. It could be indie game. Just most anticipated for you. What would you say?
Now, is this like a game that's already been confirmed to come out?
It doesn't. I mean,
could it be like if I could get any game on the Switch?
Oh yeah, we'll go with that first. If you could port any game that is not on the Switch now on the Switch, what would that be?
Oh man, I don't know, because the problem is like the Switch doesn't. I feel like the Switch can't handle like a lot of the bigger games that are on like the PlayStation, the Xbox, because like the Outer Worlds just got released
on the Switch,
and the frame rate is like horrible.
Yeah, I can understand that.
It looks really bad, but like, let's say, like hypothetically, if the Switch could
exactly, if it could run absolutely any game at exactly how it's supposed to run, like online, everything runs exactly how it's supposed to. What is a game that you would want on the Switch? That you would pay $60 for?
Goodness, I'm trying to think. That's like a really tough question, just because there's so many games out there.
I think I know my answer, but
you know what? I think I know my answer too.
And I think we're gonna say the same thing. But go ahead.
I don't think so.
Oh, okay, never mind. Go ahead.
What would you say?
I would say probably one of the Call of Duties. Or just have the Call of Duties. Like the next one would come out on the Switch as well.
Yeah, that's fair.
What were you gonna say? It's obviously not COD.
I was gonna say Skate 3.
Dude, yes! Oh my god! Wow.
That would be so good.
But it would probably be really bad.
Like, I mean, honestly,
because of the analogs
graphics on that game. Yeah.
It would be
for a game that old.
I'm currently like playing with the right analog stick to see like doing tricks in my head. I feel like it would be hard. I feel like the analog stick is not big enough. But I mean, you could get one of those little like extenders.
On a Pro controller.
Yeah, there you go. But then again, I mean, they have first-person shooters on the Switch that are instantly better with the Pro controller. Honestly, I'd sign a petition to have Skate put on the Switch. No doubt.
I'm like so tempted to, because I still have my old 360.
Dude, I do too. I have Skate.
Got, like, all the games on it. Yeah.
I have Skate. Dude,
like,
you trying to...
I've got like Platinum Hits.
Ooh.
The one with the gray box. But
Heck
I'm like so tempted to pull it out and play it tomorrow, because that is probably one of my favorite video games of all time.
Dude, honestly, just come to the house tomorrow. Come to my house tomorrow and we'll play Skate.
It was amazing.
Dude, we could have a LAN party with Skate. I have an Ethernet cord. You have a 360. I have a 360. Call it a day. But Skate, dude, Skate on the Switch. I didn't even think about that. There is so many games, dude. There's so many games, man.
Yeah.
Jeez. Oh my god. Wow. That just blew my mind. I don't even know what to say now, because, like, dude, I miss Skate. Did you ever have Rob Dyrdek's Fantasy Factory on the Skate? On Skate 2, I think it was?
No, I don't. Yeah, I think it was Skate 2.
It was Skate 2. You could get Rob Dyrdek's Fantasy Factory, man. And jeez, dude. Oh.
That's so dope.
Well, you know that they have that skateboarding game coming to the Switch. It's called Skater XL. Have you not
Really?
seen it?
I'll have to check it out. No,
Yeah,
I haven't.
it looks pretty good.
Really?
Yeah, I mean, I don't think that it's gonna be played like Skate. I think it's gonna be like an old Tony Hawk's Pro Skater game where it's like X as Ollie and like all that.
Yeah.
But I really think it's gonna be kind of fun. I don't know exactly when it's coming out. It just says available 2020, but that honestly might not be too bad. It might be kind of what you're looking for, but maybe kind of not. I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, as long as you can run around and hit people with your skateboard.
Exactly. Or just hold out your hand and your board just comes from out of screen and just jumps to your hand. You know what I'm talking about? Like in
what
Skate?
was the game mode? What was the game mode?
Hall of Meat, dude, yes.
Oh my
Hall of
gosh.
Meat was absolutely amazing. Where you just literally tried to like kill your guy. You literally just tried to do as much damage as you possibly could. That that was honestly.
And there was the one level that was like super high up.
Yes.
And you just launched yourself off.
Oh my god. It was like a
You were on top of like a crane.
yeah. But there was like a makeshift like half pipe on the bottom, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, and you could like accidentally land, which is like realistically would never happen. But yeah, you could like land on some random like half pipe that was hundreds of feet below you. But Hall of Meat was absolutely amazing. Absolutely fantastic game.
It was
10 out of 10 in my book. Can't say anything bad about it. What about best or not best? Most anticipated game coming to the Switch that you know about or that you've heard even rumors about, not just anything, just anything that you have heard something about coming to the Switch.
I mean, I'm like excited for Paper Mario. Like, I'm curious to see if it's gonna be any good. Because the last couple weren't very good.
Yeah.
And I'm interested to see, like, because if this game is if Origami King is actually like good, then that'll be like I'll play it and hopefully that like picks up the Paper Mario franchise like back up again.
Do you think that if they, because this is the next full Mario game after Odyssey, do you think that they would make another Super Mario game if this one does really well? Do you think that they'll make another Super Mario game, obviously it's Nintendo.
Yeah.
But do you think that they'll keep up, they like won't make a new one? Like Super Mario Odyssey was kind of like its own thing. Do you think they'll go back and make like another Galaxy or another Paper Mario or another there was more, right? There wasn't just Galaxy and Paper Mario. There was let's see, Super Mario. Dang, I forgot.
Well, I mean, there was like Sunshine, and then there's like
yeah.
the 2D games, like, that are like Super Mario Bros.
Super Mario Sunshine, dude. Did you ever play that?
No, I never played it.
That's probably my favorite Super Mario game. How did I forget about that? That's my favorite Super Mario game. If that comes out on the Switch, literally, I'm checking out for a week.
Yeah.
But.
And I mean, I think because like Nintendo, they put a lot of the NES and the SNES games on the Switch. Like, they could easily put the Wii games and the DS games.
That's what.
And the Game Boy game.
Yeah, that's what I'm
Like,
thinking. Like,
give me the old ports of all the Pokemon games.
yeah.
Give me all of the old Mario games. Like,
Honestly, the old Zeldas
so
too.
good.
Or
Yeah.
are we sure they don't have those? Are we
Well, they have a
positive?
link. They have a link to the past. Um,
Yeah.
on the old.
But they don't have
Port. I think that's the only one they have.
yeah, that let's see. Yeah, I think so. I think you're right.
Because I played it for a little bit.
Yeah. They don't have yeah, they don't have I'm looking right now. They have Link's Awakening, but they don't have anything else. That's literally it, other than Breath of the Wild and Link's Awakening. Like the 3DS, dude. Even the 3DS has literally all of them.
Yeah.
3DS has, oh my god, dude. Wind Waker. No, that's not on the 3DS. Ocarina of Time. The original Legend of Zelda. The Adventure of Link, dude. Link's Awakening. All of them. A Link Between Worlds. Majora's Mask. But Switch is like, we got two. We got two of them. Like, that's ridiculous.
Yeah.
It's kind of a rat out in my book. Like like why don't they just? I think this is the first time. I'm gonna wrap it up here in a second, but I think this is the first time that not the Switch, that Nintendo has had a console that's able to play like higher level game, not higher level, but more intense games, like more.
Yeah, definitely.
You know what I'm trying to say? Yeah, they're trying to like they're able to do more, so they're like, let's draw in audience from other consoles, and that's why they're putting stuff on the Switch like The Witcher 3 and Borderlands and Bioshock, because I think they're just trying to move people from other consoles to the Switch. Yeah, I think that's what they're really trying to do. But like the Borderlands collection, dude, I'm excited. I'll get that. It's only $50.
Yeah.
How is that? How is Borderlands 1, 2, and the pre-sequel, sorry, the pre-sequel, that's 3 full-length Borderlands games for $50. And then Link's Awakening is like, yeah, we'll put this on the Switch too and just make it 60.
Yeah.
That doesn't make any sense. But there's like Mortal Kombat, Dragon Ball Fighters, Dark Souls.
Oh my god, Dark Souls is on the Switch.
You didn't know that?
Which one?
The first one is remastered.
Oh, I have that one on the PlayStation. That's my least favorite game of all time.
Well, there you go. That's your least favorite game on the Switch ever. Why do you hate it so bad?
Dude, I'm just not a fan of the Dark Souls games. They're just way too hard.
Well, then why did you get so excited when I was like Dark Souls and you're like, Dark Souls on the Switch?
PTSD, man.
Oh, I feel okay. But like, jeez, man, that just blows my mind. I'm excited for the future of the Switch. I'm excited to see if they come out with a Switch Pro.
I really think they need to.
I'll tell you what they're gonna do. I'll go ahead and, like, since this is recorded and this will live forever on my YouTube channel, what they're gonna do is they're not gonna have a Switch Pro, but when, like, the next, like, you know how people like, they're like, oh, the Switch Pro is gonna be announced at this convention. The convention that people think that they are going to announce a Switch Pro in whatever, like, in the future, whenever, they're going to announce an entirely different Nintendo console. It's going to be like the Switch, because they've always been, like, they had the Wii U, which is like the Switch, kind of, like with the little handheld thing. And then they had the Switch, which is like the Wii U Pro. And I think that they're just going to have a whole new console coming out that's entirely different than the Switch, but it's going to somehow be backwards compatible, I feel like. because they're dropping a lot of stuff for the Switch right now. So I feel like they're gonna have some sort of backwards compatibility, but yeah, dude,
I mean, that's the main reason why I wouldn't want like a new console to come out, because I've got all the games on the Switch.
exactly.
And it's if you're gonna put something else out that's gonna be more powerful and it's gonna be able to run bigger games,
make it
I'd
backwards
at least
compatible.
want to be able to keep,
Or like even, do you have physical copies or do you have what's it called, like online?
Honestly, no.
Like
I do have mine are all digital.
See, that would even be good.
Most of mine are all digital.
Like
just because I hate having to put the game cartridges
yeah,
back
I feel that. I feel that.
Just lazy.
Dark Souls sucks because it's hard. The Switch is dumb for physical copies because I don't want to put the Switch. I don't want to put the card in. Yeah, but we're just gonna title this podcast making Logan seem lazy. But yeah, man, I'm excited for all the things the Switch has in store because I feel like they're not gonna have a new console just yet.
I mean, I hope not, because I think that's the main thing with the Nintendo is they put out so many different consoles, and it's like if they just put one like really good console out that had a ton of longevity and that they could release games for years on, like how the PlayStation 4 and the Xbox One were. Like when did they come out? Like 2012.
Yeah, something like
that's
that.
a good 8-10 years worth of the same console.
Well, when did
I wish Nintendo would do something like that.
When did the Switch come out?
2017, I believe.
See, I don't even remember.
I think it's 2017.
That sounds about right.
I think I'm like 100% confident.
That's crazy.
99.9% sure, yeah. So it's only been out for 2 years and some change.
Yeah, I don't think I honestly, as crazy as the Switch has done, like as good as it has done, there's no reason to switch right now. None. Like when coronavirus hit, it was like you couldn't find a Switch to save your life. I literally paid $500 for mine when coronavirus hit.
Yeah.
And you could go in a store right now that everything's kind of settled down, and get one for $300. If you can find one now, I don't even know.
I went to Target the other day. There were 0 Switches at Target.
Yeah, dude, that's what I'm saying. I bet you go on Facebook, and it's like $500, $600.
I saw one today. Someone posted it on Twitter. It was just a regular Switch with it was like the Splatoon bundle, and they were asking $2,000.
Dude, what? No one's gonna pay for that. No one's gonna pay you $2,000 for a Switch. Now, unless they just can't make any more Switches, like unless they just cease to exist because of coronavirus, no one's paying $2,000. Now, if someone was paying $2,000 for a Switch, I might have to sell mine. But but yeah, nobody's gonna do that. Nobody's gonna do that. But yeah, I'll go ahead and just a subtle little listen. We're gonna end this podcast, but yeah, man, the Switch is looking good. There's a lot of good things coming to the Switch. There's a lot of good things on the Switch now, but I'm excited for the future of it. I'm definitely excited for the future of the Switch to see how far they're gonna take it. Maybe a COD will come out on the Switch. They did it again. They did it for the DS. So we'll see. We'll see what happens. But if you made it this far in the podcast, please, for the love of God, drop a like, hit that subscribe button, and let me know in the comment section if you want Logan back. And let me know in the comment section if you don't want Logan back. Who knows? Either way, he's probably going to be back, so just you're good. You're just talk your crap and
doesn't matter.
No.
Because I will be back.
I'll be back. But But anyways, yeah, let me know in the comment section if you want Logan back. Let me know in the comment section if there's anything you want me to do for the podcast, any topics you want us to talk about, you know, because we go into depth when we talk about some things, not quite, but a little bit. So just let us know in the comment section. I'm sure Logan might look at them at some point, but just let us know if there's anything you want us to talk about, anything you want us to do. And then until the next podcast comes back, take a look at the channel, watch the other videos, and we will see you next time. We will see you next time. And abrupt ending coming now.